Welcome, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Today, you guys, I'm bringing you a reading. It's going to be for Aries, twin flame, in separation, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So which one of these is your twin? In separation, I lit this beautiful candle to represent the unity of the twin flame, one soul, and I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to leave timestamps. We're going to get started with Aries and Cancer. Okay, so let's see what's been going on. So what I like to do is we'll get a little bit of some of the energies leading up to separation, okay? Because I do feel like that's important. And it can also resonate for some of the energies that are sort of the now too. All right. We'll talk about the divine feminine aspect of this and the divine masculine. It could resonate however you feel. We've got the death card. So an ending. So I feel like possibly one of you was able to accept this a little bit easier than the other. I feel like one of you realizes that it's a new cycle coming in, and I feel like one of you might be stuck in past energy. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of deceptiveness that was around this connection. To me, this is somebody who wasn't being completely honest. So one of you maybe wasn't being completely honest. One of you could have been, cheating on somebody, or you might have been cheating on each other in this connection. I feel like, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder, but it's pouring rain here. Oh my gosh. It's like, it just kind of added to the atmosphere of this reading. I feel like it was taken, very painfully, okay? To separate from this too is rather painful. And also I feel like can't see the end in sight when it comes to this. Like, I feel like it just feels confused and sort of crazy and sort of like, mourning it over and over and sort of like mourning the relationship. And we're getting the Tower. So there could have been some arguing, fussing, and fighting around this connection as well. So let's see. Tower means that the foundations were not strong. So it could be that it maybe started out on weaker foundations. It could be that it was a blessing in disguise that you separated. Let's get the divine masculine into this, okay? Let's get some energies for the divine masculine. Shuffle a couple times. Divine masculine is off, sort of facing demons in this energy. I can't believe that thunder. It's unbelievable. Facing demons, okay? They're dealing with things that they haven't dealt with in the past, things that they sort of swept under the rug. It could be that in union with your twin divine masculine, your divine feminine showed you some of the things that need to be fixed, some of those harder things, the harder energies that need to be sort of swept out instead of sweeping them under the rug. I feel like these are some major things, some major challenges that the divine masculine is facing here. And they're being called to just have faith to get through it. I feel like they may be somebody that has had lots of challenges. They may have been very challenged while in union with their divine feminine. They may have brought some of those challenges to their divine feminine, like wanted their divine feminine to help them fight those demons and face those demons. That's another part of it. It could be. And the divine feminine could have tried to teach them about faith, but it really is something that the divine masculine has to sort of believe on his own, because look, we're getting look within. So this is sort of a spiritual, I feel like it's spiritual with them, okay? Not that it's all spiritual, but I feel like it's super spiritual with them. The spirituality is like slapping them in the face to the point where it's shooken up their views. It's like shooken up their views about, I don't know, maybe organized religions, like that sort of thing. They're coming like to a different understanding is what I'm trying to say about their self, their old habits, things that need to be healed. All those things I feel like are sort of coming in for them. and they're being guided, and they're supposed to be listening to their intuition and looking within. But I feel like they have a lot of issues that they're working through, okay? They've got a lot of darkness that they've got to really sift through it and work through it and leave the past behind and all those things. So let's get some Divine Feminine into this. Divine Feminine's dealing with childhood wounds, okay? Now, it could be that her Divine Masculine sort of opened up a wound that maybe she needed to heal a long time ago. It could be that she sort of sheltered her wounds in the past, where she really did not want to revisit these wounds because they're dark. She may have had a darker childhood. It could be that, you know, this is something that she needs to really get in touch with her divine inner child and sort of nurture her divine inner child. I feel like this has a little bit to do with abandonment. So there could be some abandonment issue underneath this connection and separation between these two. We got victimized. This comes up a lot in the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, we are not victims. We have to get out of this way of thinking, okay? Because really only we tie ourselves with these ropes, okay? We sort of tie ourselves to the past and the regrets and the things that we didn't do when we had the opportunity to do them. You're being called to let those things go. Let those things go. Let them sort of dissipate like they never happened almost, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but you're being called to sort of be your own hero right now, okay? You have to sort of save yourself. We've got telepathy, so that could be a gift opening up. Now, in theory, this is a big theory within twin flame union and separation. You can never truly be separated from your twin. I believe this, okay? Because if you are one soul split, you're never away from your twin. You could be hundreds and hundreds and thousands of miles away, and you're never really truly that far, okay? Because you're connected by soul and heart. So right now, anything that you do, thoughts you think, energies you're feeling, good or bad, they are mirroring to your twin, okay? And you can send them thoughts, okay? You can send them thoughts. They may play out some other way for them, but you can definitely send them thoughts, okay? They're going to pick up on whatever it is, you know, that you're doing too, okay? So now I'd like to talk about a main theme of your guys' connection, okay? There can be many. I'm going to do two, okay? Because sometimes we separate in order to go off to learn these lessons. These are soul lessons, okay, that you could have decided upon. We've got peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Okay, so this could be for you guys to learn, you know, maybe one of you more than the other, however this is resonating, to give yourself peace more, okay? When we lay and dwell in the past, we can't have peace for the past, for the now, or for the future. So I feel like you may have been brought into each other, brought like into each other for peace, okay? To show each other peace, to show each other how to get peace, that sort of thing, okay? Sorry, my words are getting a little fumbled. Spirit is going really hard right now. And then we've got indecision, okay? I use my intuition in all aspects of life, okay? So powerful connection. I think that you came together to give each other peace, teach each other about intuition, teach each other how to heal the past, how to let go of the past, childhood wounds, and also how to make good decisions for yourselves, as well as if you're in union, coming back into union with each other. Make good decisions about your paths with each other or without each other, okay? Because it is all a test. So let's see something maybe between the two of you, a major theme here that is for a call for healing, okay? Let's do that, because a lot of the time there is also a major theme of healing that needs to happen, okay? And wow, we've got the inner child, okay? So it could be, we got that for the Divine Feminine, but it also mirrors to the Divine Masculine. But maybe more the Divine Feminine to work on that inner child as part of this union, okay? It could be that before you incarnated here back together, you decided you were going to have difficult childhoods and that you would meet eventually to help each other, to heal this part of your soul's journey, okay? And that's what I'm feeling. And we did get cards for that in the beginning. So Let's get some advice from the Sacred Traveler about this path, okay? One for the Divine Masculine. We've got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. And let's get one for the Divine Feminine. We've got fogged in. Go slow, take your time. Okay, so I feel like the Divine Feminine, that's for her to come out of sort of a fog that she might be in, possibly over this, possibly over things from the past, and sort of start to clear it. Start to clear your path, Divine Feminine. Take your time. There's no rush with this. There's no timelines. Time is not real. It's man-made, and it is not part of 5D. So it's for you to sort of clear the way, okay? So you can clear the way back to your twin. And we've got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So for the Divine Masculine, I feel like he has to give himself peace, give himself more gratitude for all he's done so far, okay? I hope this was helpful. Please let me know what you think. Let's get on now to Aries and Scorpio. So Aries and Scorpio, let's get some main themes, sort of energies, states leading up to separation here between the two of you. Okay? And this can resonate either way, guys. Okay? If I pull out masculine cards and you feel the feminine, feminine feels the masculine, Scorpio feels the Aries, Aries feels the Scorpio, take it however it resonates. We've got coming together, okay? I feel like you both were coming together in the beginning with the same ideas, sort of almost like a blueprint for the perfect sort of relationship, or at least being on the same page with the same wants, needs, likes, desires, that sort of thing. Yeah, and I feel like this was like a good offer. You felt like almost like the perfect relationship, like the offer of like the perfect relationship. I also feel like at some point there's going to be a peace offering coming through. I feel like it won't be anytime soon, but I feel like it's sort of something that will be worked up to something, if that makes any sense, like a working up to. In other words, work has to be put in order to reconnect, if that makes any sense, okay? Got to put the work in. So I feel like one of you may be more willing to put the work in than the other. I don't know if it's the Divine Masculine more than the Divine Feminine. It could be either or, okay? I also feel like there could have been some issue with money here, and job, money, or learning, school, something like that. You could have met at school or a job. It could be that one of you was struggling with money or a job, okay? It could be either of those things. But I feel like those are some of the energies leading up to separation. So what may come next is putting in the work, and then sort of, maybe I feel like regrouping will happen here, and sort of opportunity for forgiveness and opportunity sort of to make a peace offering, okay? So let's get some of the Divine Feminine energy into this and see how the Divine Feminine is doing here with this. And we've got Martyr for Love. So too much sacrificing, Divine Feminine. Way too much sacrificing, to the point where, do you see the card? It's like love is burning down your foundations. It's burning you to the ground. It's turning you to ash. So too much sacrifice. This could be a theme in the past for you, that maybe you did this all the time, every relationship you've ever been in. You may have sacrificed way too much. So you're being given a lesson here, okay? And your twin can heal you of this, okay? In other words, your twin won't expect you to give all or be a martyr for love, okay? And if that's the case, then that's not your twin flame, okay? So being too much, giving too much, that's what I feel like, okay? Giving too much. Look, yeah, we're getting self-destructive. Okay, so being in that state and being in that mode of sort of being that martyr and giving like your life for a partner is causing self-destructive behavior within you, whether you realize it or not, or just the act of being this way. I don't know if it's like a learned thing, or maybe you watched your mom and dad this way, or something, you know, you related to closely in childhood, that this is the adult version of that, and you're more self-destructive because you don't feel your worth, I feel like, enough to allow somebody to be this for you. Maybe that's part of it, okay? Let's get some of the divine masculine into this, okay? That does help paint a picture here, okay? So divine masculine, we've got running away. Okay, when I get this card, this is somebody that's not ready for commitment, that's not ready to face their demons, not ready to face their dark, not ready to start their journey. The journey is in front of them and they choose to like spin their heels and take off like the roadrunner the other direction, okay? It could also be that the energy of the divine feminine felt a little bit too pushy or a little bit too intense for the divine masculine to deal with in the energy he was in, okay? This is more the past, but really it's going into the future because this is somebody that just feels like they can't face what they need to face. Okay, we've got status importance. Now, in the beginning, I talked about job. So I don't know the divine masculine. I did feel that. I feel like the divine masculine is in an energy where he feels like he needs to be somebody. And status importance is huge to him. He feels like he needs to be good, in charge, money. He wants to be the boss. He wants to be noticed, okay? Financially, in the financial world. That could be something that he's very unsettled with, and he cannot commit to any connection, love, anything. It doesn't have to be just with you. It's really starts with himself that I feel like he's not even pursuing anybody at this time. He doesn't even care about that. I feel like all his focus is direct on this money, this get the money. I got to get that money. I got to get rich. I got to do what I got to do. Get rich or die trying. I feel like that's his attitude right now. So he's not looking back on this. I feel like he only thought, oh, this is like a speed bump. I got to get past this so I can get back to focusing on myself. Not that it didn't shake up his foundations, because it did. He is thinking about his divine feminine, but he's more thinking about himself and what he needs to do. Okay, so let's get something for the main themes here. Okay, soul's purpose between the two of you. What did you decide to come to Earth to learn? A main theme, okay? We'll get both out. We'll get two out. We've got guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So there could be guilt in the past for the divine masculine over this connection. Like he may feel like he should have given this a little bit more of a chance, but somewhere I feel like he feels like it's too late to go back. I feel like he does feel guilty about it. I feel like in the past too, he may have done some things to get ahead that were not savory, okay? And he does have some guilt about that, and he's trying to right the wrongs in his own life. And I feel like he's not quite getting that. He's still in this hubbub feeling like, I gotta run the rat race, okay? And we're getting perseverance. Wow. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Okay, so this can translate to both energies. I feel like this is also for the divine feminine to know that, yes, this is a test. Yes, it's very hard, but it's not for us to obsess over what are they doing? Where are they? Why aren't they calling? Should I? Shouldn't I? It's not for us to do that. It's more for us to do our own progress of status importance and our own progress of doing what we need to do to get our money and deal with our financial world, okay? Because I feel like that's a lot of this here. It could be that both of you were unsettled in this when you connected, or it could be that you drove each other to want this more, okay? Because I do feel like once the divine masculine feels like he is somebody, he's gonna want to come back, okay? So let's see a main healing, okay? Theme of healing for this connection, a main theme of healing. Okay, look, we've got self-sabotage. Okay, so in the past, I feel like no matter what you both were doing, you may have felt not good enough for things, or like I can't, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't know how, so I'll just give up, or I'll make it look like I lost, but I really just didn't put the effort. I don't know if that resonates with either one of you, but that's really the theme here. It's to heal this. It's to know your worth, know your confidence, know your strengths, okay? This is not a time of weakness because that's the past. This is a time of knowing your strengths, okay? So now let's get advice from the Sacred Traveler, okay? One for the divine feminine, one for the divine masculine. All right, we've got impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Okay, that's for the divine feminine. All right, definitely look at your path and really think about what you need to do for you to be healthy, well, and financially secure and stable, and all those things that you can give yourself if you just, sort of reflect on the past and what didn't work. Okay, not what, now is more for what will work. And for the divine masculine, we've got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So he feels like he does have issues and obstacles in his life that he is so geared up to solve, to complete, that he cannot think of anything else. He really wants to do this. It's going to make him feel very, very strong. And he needs that. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Now we're going to get into Aries and Pisces. So Aries and Pisces, let's get some of the sort of energies leading up to this separation between Aries and Pisces, okay? Let's see. All right, we've got some crazy confusion. So to me, this is saying like somebody also doesn't really know what they want out of life, okay? They've got a lot of options on the table. They've got a lot of fantasies too. I'll be a rock star. I'll be a film director. I'll be president someday. I'll be powerful. I'll have my own business. It's sort of that, and it's also sort of like mixed ideals about love. Okay, I feel like they may be chit-chatting with a bunch of people and just not committed to just one, or maybe this is the way they want to live their life because they're so unsure of things. But it's really about making decisions in life, and they're not good at that in this energy, okay? They're not good at that. They're afraid if they pick one thing, they're going to miss out on another. So they have really scattered energy. It can also suggest alcoholism and drugs, just throwing it out there. Sometimes that does happen. And for the other part of this energy, we've got sort of like communication, obsession over communication. I'm feeling more like this need to get a hold of each other, or this need to talk. One of you is more obsessing about this than the other. One of you wants this so bad that you're obsessing over it, okay? And also gossiping about it. And I feel like there's some untruths surrounding this that could be harmful energies, okay? When I say harmful energies, I mean harmful to the connection, okay? Gossipy, sort of saying things that you don't really mean, okay? Like that sort of energy, okay? So let's get some of the divine feminine into this. How's the divine feminine? What's going on with the divine feminine leading up to this? We've got unrestrained, okay? So I feel like there's some things they really want to say. I feel like they bottled it up. They caged it up. I feel like they may have done this their whole life, and they are actually feeling it more with this connection than they did before. In other words, they may have never said how they felt to people in the past, and they may have taken a lot of shit from people and kept it bottled up or restrained. So in this connection, they either blasted this person with everything that they've ever wanted to say, and they used ammo from the past of all their past relationships, or they stayed in that pattern of the restrained, and I haven't said anything that I wanted to say, okay? I feel like if these two talk, the divine feminine wants to blast this person, okay? They would have so much to say, it would actually scare the crap out of the divine masculine. Yeah, we've got your next battle. So I feel like you're gearing up for this divine feminine. Like you are treating this like almost like a little bit vindictively. Like you want revenge or something, or you want answers, or you want validation or justification. Just know that you might not get it, because I feel like in the past there were some energies around you that you may have been gossiping, or you may have said things that you can't take back now. I don't know if that resonates. Yeah, we've got vindictive. Okay, so in separation, you are supposed to be moving away from this energy. Okay, sort of trying to get out of this energy. I feel like you may have had other romantic opportunities, but you've held on to this so hardly that you're restraining yourself for other romantic connections that you may need. Okay, because I feel like the next romantic connection coming in for you, if it's not already here or in the past, is to sort of help you to let go of some of these energies towards your twin, if that makes any sense. So let's get some of him in there. We've got under pressure. So whatever's going on in the divine masculine's life, he is very much under pressure, okay? Or he feels like he's under pressure, or he's disillusioned, into thinking there's too much pressure for him to handle. I also feel like he couldn't handle this connection, okay? It wasn't the right time for him. He didn't feel the right ways about it. He was confused. He maybe had other people he was chatting with that he wasn't sure which way to go. I feel like his life is also hectic. His job might be hectic. He might have other conflicts in life with other people, that he just is under this guise of feeling such pressure, okay? And we've got untrustworthy, okay? So his energy too was not ideal. He was untrustworthy. He could have been lying. He could have been trying to manipulate the situation. He could have, like I said, been talking to other people and not expressing that, okay? Not expressing his interest in others. Yeah, and he's impatient. So I feel like if he were to say to the divine feminine, you know, you need to slow down a little bit, you need to let me live, you need to let me breathe, she wasn't allowing it, okay? Or she didn't want to lose him, so she was hyper-focused over that. So let's get main soul lessons here in you guys' connection, okay? What did you come to on earth to learn? We've got honesty, and we got the dishonesty, so that's interesting. Trying not to make a glare. Okay, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So the dishonesty, they do lie to themselves. Okay, I feel like that's for the divine masculine. I feel like the divine masculine does lie to themselves or himself about things he can have, things that are obtainable, or even negative things like lies saying, you can't do this, it's not obtainable. They're like lies that the divine masculine tells himself, okay? That's his part of his lesson. And we've got acceptance for divine feminine. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So you can't change the fact that the divine masculine is in his own way right now. We've got courage. I'm going to put that aside. So divine masculine's in his own way right now. All right, he's doing what he's doing. We've seen here in the reading some of the things that are going on with the divine masculine. So it's more for the divine feminine to accept it as is. Like, you cannot make him want to be around you, or make him do what he needs to do faster, or learn his lessons faster, or you can't make him want you the way you want to be wanted. He's in his own way, in his own energy, and he has to come to terms with the honesty part of life. Honest with you, honest with others, and honest with himself, okay? It's a big thing for him right now. And acceptance for you. I feel like there's a harping energy for the divine feminine, harping on things, harping. And obsessing, okay? So this is a major life lesson for you to learn, to try to start to let some of those energies go. And yes, it's going to take immense courage, okay? You may have both reflected this courage to one another, okay? So now let's get a main healing, okay? Something that is a main healing between the two of you. Something that needs to be healed completely. We've got selling out. Okay, this is more for people who will do anything to have what they want, okay? So they compromise themselves, their views, they compromise their choices. They will do anything to have what they want, okay? A little bit of a dangerous energy there, okay? So you're supposed to learn about self-respect. And both of you, because I feel like that's coming through for both of you. Learn about self-respect and not lowering yourself or your standards, or, you know, selling out yourself. We've got for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, we're going to do sacred traveler now, okay? So some advice for the future going forward. We've got faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Okay, so I feel like that might be the divine feminine. You might be being challenged to come out of this energy, be away from this. There's distance possibly between you and your divine masculine. It's meant to be this way. If anything, this connection was meant for you both to wake up to things. I feel like some of that happened. There's still obstacles. There's still challenges. So I feel like divine feminine, you may need to be moving on in a different direction. It might be a physical move. It might be a move towards school. It might be a new job. There's some newness coming for you, okay? And for Divine Masculine, we've got valiant courage, take action with passion. So this is something that for them, whatever it is they're focusing on in life, they're supposed to learn to do it with passion and not give up when something doesn't happen quickly enough or something doesn't quite go their way. That's their lesson. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think. Give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me some comments, share, and I'll see you on the next reading. Love and light.